Hello, welcome to today's Yin Yang Flow. This is a short version of the full class that is now on YouTube. Feel free to check it out. For the short version, we're actually going to do a little longer or a bigger emphasis in the Yin part of class, which is a more passive, more slow-paced part of class. And we'll warm up with some Yang pose, some Yang flow with Surya Namaskars, sun salutations. So let's jump right into it. We're going to start in the top of our mat. Bringing your arms next to your legs, onto your sides. And maybe just closing your eyes for a second. Letting yourself settle in the space on your mat. Taking some deep breaths in through the nose and out through the nose. And slowly, whenever you're ready, blinking your eyes open. On the next inhale, we're going to lift our arms up towards the sky, and on the exhale, fold forward, hinging at the hips, reaching for the mat with both hands. Feel free to bend the knees as you need. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lifting the heart. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Hands in front of the heart. Just like that, 2 more times. Inhale, arms up. On the exhale, hinge forward, reaching for the mat with both hands. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Hands in front of the heart. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Hands in front of the heart. Next 3, we're going to do full Surya Namaskar A's. Feel free to go at your own pace. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, planting the hands next to the feet. Step or hop back, plank, or directly hopping into Chaturanga. Lowering halfway, either knees on the mat or not. Upward facing dog, downward facing dog. In this first down dog, feel free to fidget and wiggle as you please. We'll be here for a couple more breaths. And on the next exhale, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward, coming all the way up to standing. Hands in front of the heart. 2 more. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, planting the hands next to the feet. Step or hop back, plank, or directly into Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Feeling the length of the spine as a line of energy goes through the hands all the way through the sits bones. Hello, Ramona. And bend your knees, look forward, step or hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen, lift halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, come all the way up to standing. Hands in front of the heart. Last one. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge forward. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, planting the hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Downward facing dog. 3 full rounds of breath. As the heels maybe begin to reach a little closer towards the mat, maybe lengthening the legs, and bend your knees, look forward, step or hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold, coming all the way up to standing. Hands in front of the heart. We'll continue and meet in downward facing dog. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hinge over. Inhale, lengthen through the spine, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Upward facing, downward facing. From downward dog, shift back forward into plank pose. Holding here in plank. Feel your belly button zipping in and up, not letting the pelvis dip down or pike up. It's in a long neutral line as you push your hands away and round the upper back. Breathe, last breath, and on the exhale, shift the hips up, downward facing dog. Now in a dynamic way, on the inhale, shift forward, plank pose. Exhale, shift back, downward facing dog. Continue 5 more. Inhale. Exhale. Feel the rhythm of the breath guiding the movement. Last one. And we'll meet in downward facing dog. Bend your knees, look forward, step or hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Come all the way up to standing. Hands in front of the heart. Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Dropping the hips, shifting the knees back. Enough so if you look down, you can see your toes wiggling. Long arms next to the ears, 2 more breaths. And on the next exhale, fold over. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, step or float back. Chaturanga. Up dog, down dog. Bringing the right knee into the nose. As smoothly as possible, placing the foot between your hands. If it doesn't reach, assist it with your hand. Inhale, warrior 1. Placing the back heel down, arms long along the ears. Warrior 1. Hips are square or trying to be square. And lower the hands back down. Step it back, plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. Other side. Left knee into the nose. As smoothly as possible as you shift forward, planting the foot between your hands. Placing the back heel down, lifting the torso up, warrior 1. It's as if we wanted both hips to face forward. Long arms. Inhale. And lower the hands back down, step it back. Plank pose. Chaturanga. Up dog. Down dog. From down dog, bend your knees, look forward, step or hop towards the front of the mat. Inhale, lengthen through the spine. Exhale, fold forward. Come back through Utkatasana, chair pose. Shifting the hips down. Maybe lowering a little deeper. Hold. Feeling the weight of the feet evenly distributed through the feet, not only in the heels. And lengthen the legs, bring the hands in front of the heart. We're going to walk towards the back of the mat. Separating our feet around mat width apart, or maybe a little less. And we're going to bend our knees, coming into Malasana Yogi Squat. Our feet are at a diagonal out, so the knees are in the same direction. Slowly lowering, we'll meet in Yogi Squat. We're going to start the yin part of class. So we tend to do this pose and lengthen through the spine. This time we're actually just going to relax between our legs, walking our hands forward, releasing our head down towards the mat. If we still feel a lot of tension and our heels aren't reaching the mat, we can put a towel under our heels. Wherever we are, just release, almost as if you were melting onto the mat. Finding those qualities of Shavasana almost in these poses. Little to no effort. Relaxing completely, trying not to fidget, but stay still in the pose. And now slowly we're going to shift the weight back onto our feet, and we're going to lengthen the legs, keeping the width of the stance. Lengthen the legs, hips up, coming into ragdoll, bending the knees as much as you need, grabbing opposite elbow. Making sure you're not tensing the sides of the neck or the shoulders, but everything is being released and relaxed. Again, we're looking for the least effort possible in all of these poses. So if you want to bend the knees and support your torso on your thighs, feel free to do so. We'll hold here, feeling that release of any tension through the torso. And slowly releasing the hands. We're going to walk the hands forward, coming into a very brief down dog. Trying to keep that heaviness and that kind of state of effortlessness through all transitions. We're going to come into pigeon pose on the right side, bringing the right knee close to the right wrist, lengthening the left leg back. Now if you're very high up from the ground and you're very splurged out, you might want a pillow to place under your right glute. If not, don't worry. If you're splurging out to the side, it's okay. Just fold over and relax completely over the mat. Maybe making a pillow to support your forehead. Now, for many of us who are used to pumping through or muscle through life, because remember, Matt is just a brief example of what life looks like. Those who are used to muscling through these passive, more slow-paced classes might be even more challenging than the vinyasa heated part of yoga. So if that's the case, make it a challenge. Make it that the lesson to be learned, to slow down, unwind. Sometimes what we need is to step back, not muscle through. And slowly from here, we're going to just push ourselves up, swinging the back leg forward. Bringing the right foot inside of the left leg. Keeping the spine relaxed. We're just going to fold over. Again, keeping our head heavy. Whatever feels right for our neck, but without over tensing it. We're not looking to have a perfectly long spine. We're just relaxing over our left leg. For this type of yoga, it's nice to have pillows, bolsters, props to kind of meet us where we are. And now from here, coming back up, we're going to cross our feet just briefly, step back into down dog to come into pigeon pose on the left side. Opening the left hip, lengthening the right leg back, trying for both hips to look forward, maybe finding that pillow under our left glute, and fold over. So ask yourself what it is that you need from this. Is it to push yourself harder and push your limits to see, to prove something to yourself, or is it to find connection with your breath? Step back a little and take time to connect with yourself. From here, come pushing yourself up, swinging the right leg forward, coming into this Yin Janu Shirshasana. Left foot inside of the right leg and fold over. If I had my bolsters with me, I might hug it under me, put it in my thigh and hug it. But because I don't, I'll just relax my head, the sides of my neck, and let the torso hang heavy. Slowly coming back up. Now we're going to come down onto our bellies. If you do have a block and want to take a supported fish pose, feel free to do so. We're going to do a back bend, a yin heart opener. So you can do that if you have it. I know it feels good. If not, we're going to come into our Sphinx pose. Belly down, elbows close into the ribs. And here, doing what feels best for your neck. Maybe it's hanging heavy, or maybe you have a slight minimum effort to keep it long, if that feels better. And just relax here. This is a movement of the spine that is contrary to what we're used to doing throughout the day. So although it's very subtle for some who are used to deep back bends, it is still moving the spine in a way that we don't do so throughout the day. We're usually folding the other way. So be patient. We hold these poses, maybe anchoring to your breath, so we can calm that monkey mind, as they describe it in Sanskrit. And try to calm the monkey mind. And we'll slowly lower the torso, placing our hands, pushing ourselves back into child's pose. Feel free to do whatever version of child's pose feels best for you. Swinging your legs forward, we're going to plant our feet with the knees bent around either mat width or a little wider than hip width. Hands behind us, and we'll let both knees fall over towards the right as we look over behind us in the same direction that our knees are facing. And we might just stay here. This might be enough of a twist. If you want to, you can lower onto your forearms. If you have a pillow, you can hug a pillow behind you. Feeling that twist through the spine, also the frontal hip. And it's okay if there's no obvious deep feeling or physical sensation. Yin is not to push ourselves to every limit. It's more about the evolution of the pose through the time that we hold it. And slowly coming back up. Now taking your knees towards the other side, walking your hands behind you. And whatever feels right, either on your hands or on your forearms. And slowly coming back up. Finding just an easy seated position to bring your hands in front of your heart as your thumbs press through the sternum, finding length through the crown of the head, closing your eyes. Taking a second to give yourself thanks for these couple of minutes that you gave yourself. And bowing down in gratitude. Namaste. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. And remember, if you want to do the full class, these are one of my favorites. Yin Yang is a really fruitful practice. Great for your energy levels. Check out my YouTube channel. The link is in my Instagram bio. Namaste. Hope you have a wonderful day.